Hello, my name is Maverick, and this is my speech, and this is my audience, my wife and daughter.
Hi.
Today, I will be talking about the basics of programming and its relevant applications in our world. I won't go into the specific programming languages, but I will touch on some of the history behind it. First thing I want to say is this speech would not have been typed up on Word if it wasn't for programming. I would still be using pen and paper, which is still a viable way to write a speech. In fact, the very first codes were written on using pen and paper because before 1946, digital computers as we know today did not yet exist. The point is, programming affects our daily lives in a big way. We collectively, as humans, created programming languages so that we can communicate with computers. And these computers make things easier for us. We always want to be more efficient and having that convenience everything to us. Program applications and use of technology make our lives easier and work faster. For example, we don't want to do all the math in the world in our head. It is not an efficient way to compute complex math problems. We just don't have that time. That is why we have a calculator. Now we also have this thing called AI or artificial intelligence, which is like an advanced calculator in a way that automatically collects data and calculates it for us so we can track certain statistics. This is just one example of where programming is applied. We need programmers to code how the AI would react and build its database of information or mine. Amazon uses this data information to get you to buy their products. Before I go further into the different applications of programming today, I want to talk a little bit about the history of programming. The very first programming that was considered programming was done on a mechanical computer by Ada Lovelace. Ada Lovelace. The code was inputted on punch cards and is placed on the machine that Charles Babbage created. Babbage was considered to be the father of modern programming because of this machine. This machine calculated complex math and was considered to be ahead of its time. It was the inspiration for the first computer machine that IBM created. Ada Lovelace is also ahead of her time, as she predicted that in the future we would have computers that can play chess and music, which is now true as we now have electronic music or electronic dance music and chess bots that the masters of the game practice on. Eventually, Miss Lovelace's code, with the help of Babbage's machine, would give birth to high-level programming languages called Fortran or Formula Translation. This language was invented by John Backus and was used for scientific and engineering programs. Most of the programming languages like HTML and C++ exist now thanks to Fortran. HTML along with CSS allowed us to create web pages like MySpace back in the day. You can customize your own page to your liking. Some of us just copy and pasted codes, but those codes were created by someone. That someone can be called a programmer. That goes to say that most of us could have been a programmer if we only knew what we were doing. The programming job outlook in the US today is in decline according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics because it is being outsourced to other countries, but the demand is still high as a career because of the broad application it has. Apparently, the job field continues to grow, and some companies are saying that there are still not enough programmers. According to an article written by Vice, some companies are even sponsoring coding boot camps to get programmers out there. It's in demand because most of our world today operates using a computer. Someone has to code all these different computers and its related devices. It's also a continually evolving career because new languages and operating systems come out almost every year. I'll end it there, and that about wraps up my speech. Thank you for listening and have a good day.